So Summer Game Fest was last week, and let's just say it left a lot to be desired, especially from Kingdom Hearts fans.
Oh, cool, BJ. I'll look into it.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open world.
I almost threw up. I thought he was about to say Kingdom Hearts.
Next, after a long wait, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is arriving later this year. This is a first-person open world action.
That was personal!
Seeing that many people anticipated by Kingdom Hearts got me thinking, like, how many more people are waiting for games like that? After thinking for a little bit more, it led me to this video. So welcome back to another video, y'all. My name's Tyler, and today we're gonna be talking about the pain of waiting for video games. Let's go. Now before we start, I just want to say that this doesn't only apply to video games. Like, I know all of us has waited for either a movie, TV show, and I know even some of us even like a book release. But I just feel like gamers have it the most, you know? Now let's go through why this happens. Number one, it's simply because they just want to get hype around. They want to garner as much hype as possible as soon as possible. So this might cause them to reveal the game a little bit too early. But the problem is, if you reveal the game too early, you're leaving the game is just in the dark, not knowing what's happening with the game. And then some of them just lose interest. I would say revealing the game early only works for a couple of companies. First example is Rockstar. Now Rockstar is probably the biggest gaming company out right now. When they dropped that GTA 6 trailer and everybody saw that it was coming out in 2025, people weren't really that mad about it because they're like, hey, like, at least we're getting the game. And this only happened because it's Rockstar Games, aka one of the biggest companies in gaming. So of course people gonna be alright with waiting until 2025. But let's say you're like a little indie studio and you announce the game and then at the end it says it releases in 2026. Then people gonna see that and they're gonna be like, what? Or even worse than that, announcing the game and then not even giving us a release date, just leaving us in the dark. And that's what a lot of games today is suffering from. Announcing a game and then not even telling us a release date. The problem with doing that is that the game, we might find it interesting, but since you don't even give us a release date, we probably just lose interest in it and even forget it even existed. So today, I want to talk about two specific games that I feel like suffer from this the most. The first game we're going to talk about is Silksong. Now Silksong was announced back in 2019 and we still don't have a release date for it. Dog, that was 5 years ago. Silksong definitely falls under the category of announcing a game way too early. I remember a couple years ago when Xbox held a showcase, and in the showcase they showed off Silksong, and at the end they said every game showcase here will be released within a year, and let's just say that did not happen. Now every time there's a new Nintendo Direct or Xbox showcase, all the Hollow Knight fans come out from hiding and they pray that they just get something, bro, something, please. And then at the end, all they're met with is disappointment. Now the Silksong situation makes me mad because you didn't have to announce the game that early. Like, it's not like we knew there was going to be a sequel to Hollow Knight until you announced Silksong. Then again, the game was announced in 2019 and we all know what happened the next year, so maybe that caused it to delay it, I don't know. But another problem I have is the lack of communication. Team Cherry, bro, like, y'all are go-to studios, don't get me wrong, but y'all suck at communication. Like, at least give us something, like, at least tell us if, like, development's going well, if, like, what release you see the game coming in, like, you know? But the fact that it's been radio silent has definitely made people turn off from the game. I don't know why I feel this, but I kind of feel like the game might get released next year, but that just might be huge copium. Because don't get me wrong, bro, Hollow Knight might be one of my favorite games ever, bro. Like, Team Cherry, y'all be cooking, but y'all wait times is absolutely atrocious. I just know whenever Silksong does get released, it probably will be a banger. But geez, man, it's been 5 years. 5 years is crazy, I don't know. I know I said I was going to talk about two games, but as I'm recording this, I thought of another one. Dog, Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk was announced in like 2013, and the game didn't come out till 2020. Now, Cyberpunk was definitely a victim of announcing the game way too early and not really giving us any more information after that. Now, I will say they were good at communicating with the fans. They wouldn't just give us a trailer and then leave us in the dark. No, they'll actually give us information about the game. But the problem with Cyberpunk is that they kept on making false promises. I swear they announced like 50 release dates before we actually got the real one. Now the problem with pushing the game back is that it makes people think that maybe the game isn't really doing good developmentally. Is that a word? Is developmentally a word? I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. And never forget when Cyberpunk officially released and all hell broke loose. Now I would just like to say, I played Cyberpunk day one when it first released on the PlayStation 4, bro. Just to let you know, I really been through it. And even with all the bugs, all the glitches, I still had a good time. I ain't gonna lie with y'all. But it's very clear the game didn't even work. And you know, I feel like all of that could have been avoided if they just didn't announce release date. Like, what if they just would have told us that the game will be ready when it's ready? Because looking at Cyberpunk now and comparing it to 2020, they're low-key like two different separate games, bro. Even though Cyberpunk did end up being good, the journey to get there was absolute hell. Now this is gonna lead us to our third game, aka the game that made me want to make this video in the first place, Kingdom Hearts 4. Now Kingdom Hearts 4 got announced all the way back in 2022. And even though that doesn't sound like a long time, it kinda is. The things they showed off in that trailer made me believe that, hey, I could see the game coming out in 2 years. But now looking back at it, I don't even know if this game gonna come out next year, y'all. Now in case y'all don't know, Kingdom Hearts is getting made by Square Enix. And if y'all don't know who Square Enix is, they're basically the ones that made Final Fantasy. And just this year, they released Final Fantasy Rebirth. And that game was massive. Not just like popularity or like sales, but like a massive game. And just the year before that, they released Final Fantasy 16. So let's just say Square Enix has definitely been busy. And I guess you could say Kingdom Hearts 4 does fall under the category of being announced way too early. They had 2 other Final Fantasy games coming out straight after that. So I feel like they wouldn't have that much time to make Kingdom Hearts 4. But now that we got those 2 Final Fantasy games out the way, I do think that Square Enix is putting all their effort and time into Kingdom Hearts 4. If Kingdom Hearts 4 does release in 2025, I feel like it'll definitely be in like November or December. If not 2025, it definitely has to come out 2026, like it has to. But the thing with Kingdom Hearts 4 is that all Kingdom Hearts fans have PTSD, bro. When they saw Kingdom Hearts 4, they all thought that this game was going to be released until like 2030, bro. Kingdom Hearts 3 probably had one of the worst waiting periods of all time, bro. Just like Cyberpunk, Kingdom Hearts fans almost have to wait a decade for it. You know what's funny is that while I'm recording this video, I'm actually going through the Kingdom Hearts series for the first time. Right now, I'm on Dream Drop Distance, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm having myself a good time. Kingdom Hearts 2 is still definitely the best one, though, like, no doubt.
Oh, I see. It's say Tron Door to Darkness on the wall.
That explains everything.
But it's kind of crazy because I'm sure by the time I catch up, we still won't even have a release date from Kingdom Hearts 4, bro. But hey, I guess when that happens, I'll be right there with y'all, just waiting for it to get announced. Now let me just say that there's nothing wrong with waiting. Like I said, waiting definitely builds hype, but there does come a point where the waiting turns into frustration. Like I said, if you announce the game way too early, knowing that the game isn't coming out in like 2 years or so, then that would definitely lead people to being frustrated. Or if you're like Cyberpunk and announce a release date but keep on pushing it back, that'll lead people to think that the game is in development hell. But it's safe to say, if you're a gamer, waiting for games is a given. Even though we don't like it, we all have to wait patiently. But we all know that when the game does eventually come out, it might be fire, I don't know. Unless you like Marvel's Avengers, bro. Because that game was trash. Even though that game was in development hell, that game was trash. But yeah, that's basically all I got for you guys. I just want to get in here and just start venting. These is basically what these videos are, bro. It's just me venting. But down below, tell me what other games y'all excited about. Personally, I'm definitely excited for that new Elden Ring DLC that dropping on Friday. What? Hey, we all gonna get on Elden Ring, bro. That's gonna be fire. I'm also very hyped for that new Dragon Ball game. Sparking Zero, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, already pre-ordered. October 11th, we will be there. But that's about it, man. That's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all soon.